beautiful child of God, it's Jazz and welcome back to my channel, Stay Classy by Jazzy. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to the classy crew, the best crew on YouTube. If you're an OG member, welcome back. It's good to have you back on my channel. Nice to see you again. Today I'm back with some big fluffy hair because I did a wash and go and I need to braid up my hair after I film this video, but that's besides the point. I'm really excited to invite you to the very first episode of my new series called Behind the Brand. And if you're confused and you're like, Jasmine, what the world is this? What have I missed? Go ahead, click that video up above. That will fill you in on the change that I'm adding to my channel. Long story short, I'm starting this new series to give you a better, realistic and in-depth look at what it's like being a young content creator trying to navigate the world of social media and YouTube and personal branding. And I'm just giving you my tips and tricks that I've learned along the way and sharing my advice and just sharing my journey with you. And so today part of that journey is showing you what's on my iPhone. Now this is in no way a way for me showing off what's on my iPhone, because I never thought I would be an iPhone user. I was a die-hard Android fan from 8th grade all the way up to my freshman year of college. And for reference, I'm on my sophomore year of college. 2, I don't even have the newest version of the iPhone. Don't really want the newest version of the iPhone, so by no means am I showing you off like, look at me. And third, I see my iPhone and just my phone in general as a tool that I use to create and plan content for YouTube, Instagram, and so on. So my goal for today is to share with you some of my favorite apps that I use in hopes that maybe you can use some of them too, and that can help you with the whole process of creating content. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, I'm going to scooch a little bit more over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about over here. This is what my homepage looks like. It is a Pinterest pin from Pinterest that Jordan Lee Dooley from Soul Scripts on Instagram, and also her podcast She on iTunes podcast. She has a bunch of these, and this is my favorite one, and it says, be the kind of woman that knows her identity, walks on holy ground, and that's also unafraid to be free and silly, because life's too short to be uptight and figured out, which I completely agree. I feel like knowing who I am as a person and knowing who created me, which is God, and like walking in my destiny and my purpose, and just being afraid to like laugh and have fun in life is like what it's all about. And I think that's a really great reminder to think of every day. Going to my first page, you have the generic iPhone apps always come with every single iPhone, but I want to focus on the bottom first. Phone, the messaging, Safari / internet, and then emails. FYI, sorry if my emails stress you out. I have a friend who looks at them and she's like, why in the world do you have 15,000 emails? One, I have 4 email accounts attached to my phone, so that is a accumulation of 4 emails, not just one. And 2, it's a lot easier for me to delete emails on my desktop version than my phone version. I just haven't figured out exactly how to delete them all of the ones I want to delete in one. It seems like I have to go one by one. So I need to, unless you have a trick for me, I need to go on Google and figure out how to do it all at once on the app and not just desktop. Also, I need to unsubscribe from a bunch of subscriptions that I don't really care for anymore. So going back to the top, I have my generic apps like calendar, photos, camera, etc. But I'm going to go to notes first. I want to go to Instagram captions. So just to let you guys know, I do plan my Instagram captions ahead of time. I don't write them on the spot and then like post it. I usually write them the same day I post them, but I write them a couple hours before I post so I can go back and look at it and proofread before I actually post, because my captions are more of like my story or giving you some tip or advice, something like that. I usually just take the picture and then at the very bottom I write out my captions, and then I use line breaks to break up the long captions so it's easier to read. And then once I'm ready to post, I'll just copy and paste from here to Instagram. I want to talk about this part right here that says things I've discovered about myself. So I think it's really important when you're learning stuff about yourself, and so I keep this section in my notes of things I've learned about myself, and I just write it down so I can go back and look at it. And so I started this in July 2018, so I just keep all that in my phone just so I can look back at it, screenshots and just signs that I feel like I'm getting from God and confirmation on things that I've been praying about and all that good stuff. I want to go to my faith folder, and I keep my faith folder very minimal. It used to be just a Bible app, but now I have a She Who Is Called app, which is made by a owner named Kavaya, or Kavaya, I think. Hopefully that's how you say Kavaya or Kavia. I think it's Kavaya though. She has written her own book, and she's a businesswoman, and she's really stressed the importance of implementing your faith with your business and just letting God control your path. And so this is like a brand new app that I downloaded from my faith folder, so I'm still figuring it out, but she gives you like notifications on like little messages for the day. The YouVersion Bible app, I've used this for over a year, maybe 2 years I believe now. But this year is when I really got into it and started using the devotionals on here. If you need to look up a Bible verse about a specific thing that you're dealing with, such as trust or healing, you can just type that in and it'll help you pop up some Bible verses that you can read about. My favorite part is the plans section, because this is where, like I said, I do my devotionals, which is one of my favorite ways to get connected with the word. Going to photo editing. Now, the 3 main apps that I use out of the 6 on the photo editing, it's Canva, Lightroom, the mobile version, and then Unfold. I used to use Visco and Snapseed to edit my photos, but now I purchase a preset using the Lightroom app. I purchased a preset online from Maddie Corbin online on Instagram. You can go purchase her presets. Basically what it looks like is what you get a photo and you copy the edits and then you paste the edits onto a photo that you have, and then there you go. It's super easy, a copy and paste kind of mentality. Next is Canva. I love Canva. I use the desktop version more than anything. Honestly, I've been using Canva for all my thumbnails, which I want to make a separate video about in the future. And I use Canva sometimes for, I use it for RA duties as well when I'm making posters or flyers for programs that we have. They have a bunch of pre-made templates, a bunch of pre-made templates for Instagram posts and making logos and flyers and posters, invitations, and all the likings. So I think it's a really great tool to make if you're trying to learn the basics of graphic design on a free budget. And the next app I want to talk about is Unfold, and I love Unfold so much. Love Unfold. It gives you such a easy interface mixed with a very professional looking design. So this is what I posted earlier this week on my page about starting the new series Behind the Brand, which is you're watching the first episode of. This is a look at what it looks like. It just has such a beautiful interface and such a beautiful design as well, and it's super simple to create. And this is these are the free templates that I'm using because I like using free stuff. I'm trying to save that money. Play around with it. Again, if you download this app, play around with it. I really like it. Use the free part. My other favorite part about this app is that you can save it to your phone as like a whole story. So if you have a whole thing you want to like upload later to your Instagram, you can save the whole thing to your phone, or you can save a page individually, or what my personal favorite is, you can just share the picture to your Instagram right away. So this is what it looks like. And then boom, you can totally like give it to your picture. So yeah, that is my 3 top favorite photo editing apps. Capture is actually the app that I'm using right now to screen record my phone. Next is social media, just the basics. I got YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, my top 3 holy grails. I don't really use Twitter as much, but I just got it to like secure my username. Next is productivity. So I don't have a lot of apps in terms of planning because I like to keep it very simple, and honestly the apps that I have do a really good job. My number 1 app for productivity and just planning in general, and especially in terms of YouTube content out of anything, is Trello. And I heard about the app Trello. This is my first folder I ever made, or actually this is my second folder I ever made, but it still works. This is like my YouTube game plan, I like to call. So I have a dotan. So I'll explain that in a minute. I have a dotan. I have like different like to-do lists, things I need to do, videos I need to film, college vlog ideas, Christmas video ideas, etc. And it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. Let's say for example, the next video I want to film is how to be a morning person. I will click the thing and drag it to the to-do list. Boom. And then I'll put at the very top of things I want to start filming. And let's say I finish filming that video, I will click it, hit labels, and I'll click purple because that's my brand color. And now it has a highlighted purple on it, and I'll just click, drag to the to-do list. Boom. Look at that. Super easy interface, super easy drag and drop feature. So you can go in and add a description, your due date. You can label it with any color. So if you want to color coordinate your planning, you could do that for all my people who love color coordinating. You can add people to it. So if you need like collaboration on it, you can add people to collaborate with you. You can add attachments, make a checklist, add pictures and links to it, etc. It's a really cool app for planning, especially for creatives. The next app that I'm using is Dropbox. So this is Dropbox, and it's essentially if I have a video on my phone that I want to send to my my computer to edit with, or a picture, or this is how I get videos from my computer, like Instagram church note videos, to Instagram to post in here on my phone. Then this is basically my transportation system from getting content from my computer to my phone or vice versa. Also, if you notice the very top, a lot of my folders are color coordinated just for the fun of it. Podcasts. I want to talk about podcasts real quick. Some of my favorite podcasts to listen to, especially as a creative, is I love the Jenna Kutcher. As you can see, I was listening to Jenna Kutcher's The Gold Digger podcast. I like Lavender's podcast as well. The Lavender Lifestyle is good. I think for enjoyment, I'll listen to Megan Batoon's podcast, which is Just a Tip. Cracks me up, so funny. Also the She podcast I mentioned earlier by Jordan Lee Dooley. That's really, really good as well. So those are some of my favorites. I heard of Whoa, That's Good by Sadie Robinson as well. So those are some of my favorite podcasts. And that's pretty much it in terms of content that I'm creating and my favorite apps. But yeah, that's just what apps I use on my phone to plan for my content, to help me be a better creator, as well as being productive. My camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna end this video real quick. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got inspired and maybe downloaded some apps to help you be a better creative. My whole goal is to awaken your inner creative with this new series. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a nice little thumbs up, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel below with the red button that says subscribe, so you can officially join the Classy Crew, which is the community I'm building here on this channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and ring that little bell too, so you get notified exactly when I upload new content, which is once a week. I will see you guys back here next week with a new episode Behind the Brand. Have a good rest of your week, and don't forget to stay classy, Classy Crew. Bye.
Probably have the right to say, and you just keep on taking me back.